Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Crump and I'm going to be taking you through some fights. This is a lazy man's review for the casual player. I don't know attack names, but let's be honest, you don't need to. Final Fantasy does a great job of giving you visual indicators so you can focus more on what's right in front of you, sometimes. This is a Black Cat Fight, from a tank's perspective.
A rookie on the rise with razor-sharp claws. The ferocious feline, Black Cat!
You're going to start by tanking them in place. The first attack is going to be a room-wide AoE, so it's a perfect time to use your party shield after they turn and face you.
First opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against her feline ferocity?
Once they reposition to the center, you'll see glowing claws. Remember the order and be on the opposite side. Little movement required here.
Beautifully dodged.
See that blink? Means the next attack is coming. Just like the first set, remember the order and move accordingly. The tank buster here is going to be single target only. So sorry tank buddy, no special mechanics for you tonight. Moving into the next phase, they're going to start by marking a lot of the red tiles. You do not need to memorize them all, and you can focus on what's immediately around you. I typically look at the two under my feet each time.
Here it comes. Black Cat.
That being said, if it flashes red twice, you do not want to stand on it. It will break and you will fall. You're going to want to pay attention to the first person that gets targeted on the next set of attacks. If it's DPS, all DPS will be targeted. If not, it's going to be the tanks and the healers. If you're targeted, you're going to want to move until your marker is green, and that's going to be on one of the full non-damage tiles. Personal shields are here, good if you have them. And by the way, somehow our group managed to give you guys both examples of what to do and what not to do.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring. They're still in it!
When they reposition to the center, they're going to be a room-wide knockback. I don't like moving, so I always use my anti-knockback here. Positioning is key, otherwise you will get knocked off the arena. Now they're going to reestablish the floors, and then you have to pay attention to the foot pass. It's going to mark where all of their AoEs are going. You're going to want to try and stand where you don't see anything. And by the way, it's okay to get hit by one, just not all of them. And by the way, if you see a healer confidently not moving, that's going to be your safest spot. Spread out and get ready to combine everything we went over, plus we're going to add in a few extra steps. So this new marker that you see here is going to be a teleport spot. They're going to move over to that spot before they launch their attacks. And again, just remember the order and move to the opposite. Oh, and if I didn't mention the stack earlier, it's probably because I always forget about them when I tank. Alright, here we're going to watch for the red spaces again. Remember, if it flashes twice, you don't want to be there. And the second time with this mechanic, it's going to add in a party stack while the altar image does the knockbacks. You'll see what I mean here in just a moment. So here you can see the tanks are going to get targeted and line up and stack with the squishiest in the back. And by the way, if you didn't get targeted the first time around, you will the second time. They swap between tanks and DPS. Remember your anti-knockback, or make sure you're positioned well. Now, what's the extra step here, you might ask? Nothing. You can still hit the boss when they go straight to the next moveset. You will see the altar image, or the echo of their soul, doing the actual line attack. By the way, if you're a DPS listening, please don't use it if there's a melee DPS in the group, and you know what I'm talking about. That sweet, sweet limit break! I always save it for 10-ish%, but if it's not used by 4%, go ahead and have your meteor. Congratulations, you've beaten the first of 4 in the tournament. Let me know if you enjoyed this fight. I think it's a good intro into them.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!